This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Well, people are speculating that this song that The Weeknd is on is taking some shots at Justin Bieber. The song is called Some Way, and here is what The Weeknd is saying on there.
Everyone said, yeah, they said I was gonna peak. Most number ones in a nigga league. I think your girl fell in love with me. She say my fuck and my tongue gave a remedy.
So they're trying
He
to
said
say
his
that
fork in his tongue.
his F, yeah. They couldn't.
He got a forked tongue?
No.
He's Satan.
They had to bleep that out, clearly, because he's saying something that's a curse word. But anyway, there's been some back and forth. Justin Bieber gets really irritated if you ask him about The Weeknd. Obviously, Selena Gomez was the love of Justin Bieber's life. The Weeknd is now dating her, so people are feeling like that's some shots. And then it doesn't help that Selena Gomez put out a song the very next day. And this is she hasn't been on anything in quite some time, so she has this song, It Ain't Me. Check it out.
Somewhere along the lines, we stopped seeing eye to eye. You were staying out all night, and I had enough. No, I don't wanna know where you've been or where you're going, but I know I won't be home, and you'll be on your own.
I can't tell you how much I don't care. I don't know what's going on right now.
Well, what's going on is The Weeknd is now dating Selena Gomez.
I knew that.
That's Justin Bieber's ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
So then The Weeknd put out this song, and then the very next day, Selena Gomez puts out this song, and people are feeling like these lyrics are directed toward her ex, Justin Bieber.
Oh!
They had a lot of back and forth.
Oh,
so she
got
said,
it
somewhere
now.
along the lines, we stopped seeing eye to eye. You were staying out all night, and I had enough.
Okay.
So
That's lame.
Thank you for clarifying. And,
What's lame?
Thank you
I'm
for
tired. All
clarifying.
that diss record stuff is whack.
Why?
R&B singers just don't
But
sound
don't
good.
you think people should write songs from what's going on in their own life and makes you relate to it more?
I just
Because then
thank
you'd be
you
like,
for-
oh, okay, I know who she's talking about, what she's talking about. That happened to me, too.
I just thank you for clarifying and reassuring me that I really don't give a damn.
There you go.
Well, there's a lot of people do. That's why it's been in all the blog sites and everything. All right, now Beyonce, the Beehive, is mad at Carlos Santana, and that is because of some things that he had to say about Adele beating out Beyonce for Album of the Year at the Grammys. He said Adele is a singer, Beyonce is a model, basically, and people went crazy on him after that, of course, in the Beehive, and he has since had to correct himself and clarify what he meant by that. He said, I would like to clarify a comment that was reported when I was doing an interview for some upcoming shows in Australia and New Zealand. My intent was to congratulate Adele on her amazing night at the Grammys. My comment about Beyonce was regretfully taken out of context. I have the utmost respect for her as an artist and a person. She deserves all the accolades that come her way. I wish Beyonce and her family all the best.
How can it be taken out of context? You said that you think she's not a good singer. She's more of a model. How is that taken out of context?
Well, he didn't say she's not a good singer. He just said Adele's a singer, Beyonce is a model. But that does insinuate that
She's not a
she
good
doesn't
singer.
have the same credentials of being a singer or the same vocal abilities.
Stand by your opinion. See, I don't like people like that. If you say something and you feel that way, stand by it. I know the Beehive is ferocious
On him.
and attacks you, but so
On
what? Stand
him.
by your opinion. Now nobody can take you serious, Carlos Santana.
Well, he has since said that. So we'll see what happens. But I know that Beehive is still going in. Now, let's talk about the Grammys, because we all know there was so much controversy over Adele winning over Beyonce. So now the chairman of the Recording Academy has spoken. Neil Portnow, he's the chairman CEO of the Recording Academy, and he is saying that the Grammys have made some efforts to diversify its ranks in terms of ethnicity and age. He said you don't get to this point without a diverse and relevant voting membership. And you can see the 5 most nominated artists were Kanye West, Beyonce, Rihanna, Drake, and Chance the Rapper. He said it's more about personal taste, so it's hard for me to criticize when we see no basis that the results are about anything other than music, and certainly not race. He says that we have come a long way as an organization. We're certainly not complacent or satisfied with where we are, but we also need the participation of the communities to do more. That's how democracy works.
It's not a democracy. It's a bunch of culturally clueless people.
Well, Terrace Martin, who was also nominated for Best R&B Album, and he's also a Grammy voter, said, when I go to Recording Academy events, I'm the only one there with tattoos on my neck. I'm trying to get my friends to vote. Everybody acts like they don't give a F about the Grammys until the Grammys come around.
That
we
is a
gotta
fact.
vote. We got to vote.
That is true.
We have to find out how to get in there and vote, because everybody else is voting. We need to vote for our own.
Yeah, you need more people that are that have a clue about the culture in these positions. When you have a clue about the culture, then you can make the proper decision.
So in closing, Neil Portnow has said, I understand people might feel left out, but it's really simple. Participate and vote, and then you're part of the conversation. He
Does my
said-
vote count, though?
Yeah.
Hopefully
Is
it
there an
does.
Is there an electoral college at the Grammys?
No, I'm sure it counts.
I actually have been invited to be a part of the voting committee, so maybe you have to pay like a fee, a membership fee.
I don't care that
It's
much.
not a
How
lot.
much
I
is
think it's like $100 or something.
No, I refuse. I don't care.
And then you're part of
$100
the
is a lot
voting-
of money. I only spent $67
And
on
when you get
Valentine's Day.
nominated, you're part of the committee.
Then
so
you can't complain. If you don't want to pay $100 to vote and then positively vote.
I
then
don't complain. I tell you all the time, the Grammys are clueless. When people show me who they are, I believe them. Okay, they showed me who they are a long time ago. Tupac ain't got no Grammy. Biggie ain't got no Grammy.
Right.
Public Enemy ain't got no Grammy.
Big Pun.
Pun ain't got no Grammy. I don't
Well,
know.
if y'all
Pun
voted-
ain't got no Grammy.
Nas ain't got one.
Nas ain't got no Grammy. Like, come on.
All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in